What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are at about, what is that, 13 cents? 13.03 cents. We are down 12% today, baby. Oh, yeah. Everything's down a little bit today. Looking like we have broken through our consolidation phase, and we are seeing lower prices. I'm not intimidated by this. I'm actually kind of optimistic. If we look at the volume here, we're not really seeing anything crazy. Nothing like above average volume. And to be completely fair, I think we just got a lot of volume. Let's see. Hold on now. Yeah. Yeah, we just picked up a lot of volume in this last 15 minutes. I mean, over the last, this 4 hours specifically. This is a good area not to sell. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor, but this is probably a prime area to buy. If you're looking to buy Cookie DAO, and I don't know why, but I'm a ventriloquist now. You can hear that I'm talking, but my mouth is not moving. I'm a master at the art of ventriloquy. Ventriloquy? Anyways, 13 cents right now is a horrible time to sell. Why is that? Well, because it's the absolute lowest that we've been since our high here. We're at prior areas of resistance. And while, yes, it might look like the floor is coming our way and maybe we go down there, this move, if it intimidates you, hell, even if it's twice as big, that move right there is nothing in comparison to what we are going to see. What happens whenever we see new all-time highs, right? The move that you should be worried about missing is not the downside move, it's the upside move, right? Because we're not going to stop here even. We're going to go dramatically higher. And I think, if anything, this has given us a proper base to base our fib off of here. This promotes higher targets than we originally expected. $1.41 is our minimum, not like $1.20. 273 is our maximum, not 258. It's only gotten bigger. We're at a 10.5x to a 20x potential in this thing just on the next move alone from the current price, you guys. That's too crazy, C-Zar. You don't know what you're talking about. 20x is impossible. Well, it did a 42x on this last move, so come at me, man. I don't know. This thing is phenomenal. And while, yes, it is seeing less than average volume for this kind of 4-hour range, it's actually seeing pretty damn good volume. It actually is, like, this volume, it's misleading on this chart, on the Bybit chart, because if you look at Cookie DAO, $24.6 million in volume on a market cap that is, let's see what it says. 58 million. That's 42% of your market cap in daily volume, and it's coming in where at these lows? I don't know, man. I don't know. If we were having that much volume, I would think that we would be moving down further, right? Like, I mean, it is possible that we can move down further. This could, let's be real, this could be just the beginning of a move, right? We're breaking out of this range. To deconfirm that, to invalidate the notion that we break lower, and we'll go over those targets in a second, to invalidate going lower, we need today or tomorrow, needs to close above 14.37 cents. We need to close above these daily low closes. And truthfully, I think it would be even better if we could close above 15.5 cents. There's a scenario where we could close back up above this white line here, the closer one, and still go lower. If we get above 15.5 cents, we get back into this range noticeably off of this low. It would, to me at least, seem like a fake out. It would very much seem like a fake out. And I'm not necessarily confident in it being a fake out at the moment. I just look for that. You know, you should always look for that. Even if you're looking for it to go to the downside, you should always be aware of fake outs. You need confirmation for that reason alone. If we do get back up to 15.5 cents, we'd be above the 236. That would likely implicate that we have to go up to the 382 before seeing any kind of other downside movement. But with that, in culmination with breaking out of this range to the downside and then just coming back up here, it'd really look like a fake out. And that would get me excited for higher targets to come. Make no mistake, my friends. Make no mistake at all. We've been here before. We've been at this exact price before, all the way back here. What happened after that, right? 1 day later, 2 days later, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days later, we saw a move that was 500, it was a 5x. 423% is a 5.2x to the upside. It could be a week and this thing quintuples your money or more, right? It really could. And this was, to be completely fair, also looking at this is kind of your finale move. Your first move, generally, you do see something that's like this, right? You just get that initial pop, and you consolidate, you figure yourself out, you slowly climb up, and then ideally you have a finale. But any move can happen at any rate, right? The big move can happen in the beginning, it can happen in the middle, but it's pretty damn common for the end of a move to have some bigger candles in it, okay? Why is that? Because oftentimes, whenever you're in the overbought zone on the RSI and you continue to be in the overbought zone, you only get that if you are producing stronger readings, right? And these are very, very prominent readings whenever you do see an upward charged move like this. Anyways, 13 cents now to invalidate the notion that we're going lower, to validate the idea that this is a fake out to the downside, we need, I would like to see us close above 15.5 cents personally. 15.5 would be good on a daily basis. What do I mean by closing? I mean the daily time frame, how we have 4 hours, 46 minutes left in this day. As soon as it's done, we have a 24-hour period. We need a day to close above these lines, not a wick. We can't wick above there. We need to close above there, right? If we do close down here and then tomorrow we proceed lower, well, guys, we're probably going to go lower. And that's fine if we do. I'm prepared for that because, again, this is not what I'm scared. I'm not scared of holding this coin through this. I'm scared of not holding this coin through this. Okay, that's what I'm. This is nothing in comparison to what's coming. Okay, and who knows? You never know. Coins don't have to perform exactly how you want them to, how you expect them to. But here at the 0.5, again, it's not common to find support at the 0.5. But whenever you do get significance there, you get significant results. And oftentimes that actually does lead to a 236 recovery or higher, right? So, and I would think any kind of recovery past 15.5 cents would implicate that this was a fake out and that we're moving higher to begin with. But getting away from that, talking about if we go lower, I think the very obvious target area to be would be about 8.4 cents to 6.4 cents, somewhere in that area there. If I put some white lines here and we delete the fibs here, you can see we had prior areas of support here. This is the golden ratio right here. Prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of resistance, prior areas of support. It's a very well-respected area. If we went down there, I would expect we get immaculate support, you guys. We probably rip right from that area. The opportunity to buy here will not last for long if it's there, right? You could, if you didn't check crypto for like a day or two, and during that day or two it did this and then recovered, you wouldn't even know that it happened, right? I'm just telling you that the drop is nothing to be concerned with, if it's even a concern at all. I would get excited for a drop. I would buy more, and I already put a heavy hand in on this thing up at these areas, right? I would buy more. Down at the low here, down at these lows here, prior areas of support, we go to the 6.9, which is also the base of this, the golden ratio area. 6.18 here, 6.9. The 6.9 is not a golden ratio number. It might sound like a funny joke, but oftentimes you actually do go through the golden ratio, and sometimes you go to the 6.9, sometimes you go a little bit through it, but oftentimes it's between the 6.18 and the 6.9, not specifically at either line. Though if it were to be more specific at one, it would be the golden ratio. You also have a little bit of turbulence here. It's not as much respect down here, so I personally don't think you go to 6.4 cents. I would think that 8 cents holds, but if you do go lower, that's kind of the target area, right? It could be between 8.4 to 6.4 cents. It's a very possible outcome, okay? If we pair that, because that was also with the lows here to the highs there, that's where we got our golden ratio zone, right? 618, 6.9, just like that. If we take this low here from February 3rd to the high here on February 10th, you can also see that the golden ratio, the golden extension itself, comes in right there at 8.46 cents. So a lot of support based off of fibs and based off of price structure. It wouldn't be crazy at all to see something like that. And also, it's not crazy to see fake outs, but again, we need to get above 15.5 cents for that. I think getting above the 886 is key. Getting above these daily low closes are key, but most importantly, I think just, I was going to say just getting up there is key, but of course that is. But it has to happen within a short amount of time is what I was trying to say. It has to happen either today in the next 4 hours, 42 minutes, which doesn't seem likely at this point, but it can happen, or by tomorrow. So if we do close above 15 cents, if we close technically, what is it? It's at 14.4 cents. If we can close above there today or tomorrow, that would be encouraging. But what would really help validate this is closing above 15.5 cents. And then even more than that, the more that we go up, 23 cents is when it's really time to start celebrating, because at that point, when we close above that high, there's no question at all. We found our low and we're ready to go higher. Okay. It'd be really nice to hold this area for a couple reasons. For one, prior areas of significant resistance, right? Very, very good structural support right here if we find support here. And then number two, I think the weekly RSI would it? I guess you wouldn't be bouncing off the 50, no, but still bouncing in this area. It's a new chart. It doesn't have to look pretty, but whatever. I thought it was bouncing off the 50, but I must be getting confused with another crypto. When it does come time to move higher, if this is the low, and we don't know that it is, I think it's too presumptuous to assume that it is. At this point, I think it's safer to assume that we drop down to 8.4 cents than it is to move up. Hoping for a fake out, praying for a fake out, that's all you can do. You can just hope, you can cross your fingers, you can wish for it, but is it going to happen? Well, time will tell, right? Don't count on it to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Don't get me confused. I still do think we're going down to about 8.4 cents as of now. But anything can happen, man. And if we did close above 14.4 cents, if we close above 15.5 cents, that would be very validating to the notion that this is a fake out. If we do go higher, when we do go higher, from these current targets here, the primary target that we would have is at about $1.41, which again, from this price is, it's about an 11x, about an 11x. The 1618 is all the way up at a 20x, right? Anything and everything in between is possible, and it could even go higher, right? We could even see higher prices. Why? We've seen phenomenal growth before. It's at a low market cap. It has good volume. Stuff like this, man, if there's no supply and there's a lot of demand, it can really shoot through the roof in a very, very short amount of time. I think I'm running out of things to say, so I'll probably just end the video there. I want to look at the 4-hour RSI real quick. Oversold, pretty oversold, yeah. Let's look at this on this chart real quick. Oops, not cookie. Yeah, I'm not encouraged, but the 4-hour MACD doesn't really mean anything also, to be fair. Daily. It'd be really nice if today could reverse a little bit. It would, because you'd promote some bullish divergence on your MACD. If not, you're building divergence, then that would just add. If we close here or lower, don't be surprised if we go to 8.4 cents. But if we can pull up today or by the end of tomorrow at the very least, it's time to get a little bit excited, maybe. But then watch that happen. Our excitements are met, and then we dump down anyway. Something like that can happen, but I got nothing else to say. In case anybody's confused as to what I'm saying, because I know I can be confusing at times, I am expecting that we still drop down to 8.4 cents, but I would be pleasantly surprised, and I think we'd all be pleasantly surprised if we did see some kind of fake out maneuver that closed above 14.4 cents at a minimum, but really 15.5 cents is what we want to see. So a little bit exciting to close above 14.4 cents. Very exciting to close above 15.5 cents. And it's time to start thinking about new all-time highs once we get above about 23.5 cents, okay? Until then, 8.4 cents, 6.4 cents seems to be the target zone. Prepare yourselves. Don't scare yourselves, okay? This could very well not happen. We do not panic at the notion of this. We panic at the notion of this, right? That's why we're in it. That's why we're holding, and that's why we're not selling any. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. When I say we, I just mean me and all the people that I believe are rational and not acting on their emotions. All right, I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Bye.